Meet Vincent Gigante, a mysterious man who led a double life, confusing both civilians and the FBI. Today, we're digging into the different parts of his life to tell a crazy story that could only happen in the tough world of the Mafia. Vincent Gigante, born in New York City to Italian immigrants, became a prominent figure in organized crime. Nicknamed the Chin, his childhood moniker derived from his mother's affectionate term Chinzeeno. Despite dropping out of Textile High School, he briefly pursued a career as a light heavyweight boxer, winning some matches. Gigante's criminal life began as a protégé of Vito Genovese, and by age 25, he faced multiple arrests, mostly on minor charges. In 1957, at Genovese's behest, he shot Frank Costello, leading to Genovese's control of the Genovese crime family. After a heroin trafficking conviction in 1959, Gigante rose through the ranks, eventually becoming the Genovese family boss in 1981. He established extensive illegal operations, including bookmaking, loan sharking, and extortions from various industries. Gigante's influence extended to events like the Feast of San Gennaro. In 1986, he planned a bombing that targeted a rival mobster but inadvertently killed a Gambino crime family underboss. Now, when you think of a mob boss, you might picture a sharp-dressed, power-hungry character, but not Gigante's. Oh no, he played by different rules. He mastered the art of looking a little bit crazy. Imagine a mob boss walking down the streets in his pajamas, talking to himself. Yes, Gigante, or as his pals like to call him, the oddfather, or simply the Chin, was a master of the bizarre. His grand plan? To make people question his sanity and, in turn, divert attention away from his mob activities. Chin wasn't your everyday gangster. Nope, he had a playbook that read more like a script for a mobster comedy. His antics included walking around in a ruffled bathrobe, having conversations with fire hydrants, and, wait for it, even peeing out in public. All of this madness wasn't a sign of a mobster gone crazy. It was an act, a performance worthy of an Oscar. When you picture the oddfather mumbling away, looking like he just rolled out of bed, you'd think, there's no way this guy runs the show. But that was the point. While Fat Tony Salerno, the supposed boss of the family, was out there flaunting his power, Chin preferred the shadows. He was the true boss. It was a genius move, letting others hog the spotlight while he was in control behind the scenes. Now, in the Mafia world, things aren't always what they seem. Chin wasn't just putting on a show for the public. He was playing a game of deception. His goal? Make it seem like he couldn't organize his sock drawer, let alone a criminal empire. It was a slick move, a chess game with law enforcement and rival gangsters. Despite being a powerful figure, Salerno ultimately took orders from Vincent Gigante, the true leader of the Genovese family. Gigante used Salerno as a face for the public, a person who dealt with street-level matters, and someone to take the fall when dealing with law enforcement. This wasn't an insult to Salerno, but a well-established system in the Mafia based on loyalty, promises, and mutual respect. Trust was rare in La Cosa Nostra. Gigante successfully convinced psychologists, doctors, judges, and even the FBI that he was mentally unfit to lead a criminal organization. In the 1980s, Salerno decided to have a bit of fun with Gigante's act. He dressed up in pajamas, a robe, a backward baseball cap, and a cigar, creating a humorous impersonation. He then sent a Christmas card with this playful portrayal to his fellow mobsters. This light-hearted joke was well received by Gigante, who was usually a private person but enjoyed a good laugh, especially when it came from his trusted colleague, Fat Tony. His act worked for a long time. He managed to escape from the police for many years whenever they got close. They knew he was important, but there wasn't enough proof. Gigante was like a magician in the world of crime, always disappearing when it mattered most. Eventually, Gigante's luck ran out. In 1997, the law finally caught him. They arrested him and accused him of racketeering and murder. The oddfather wasn't going to have the last laugh anymore. Turns out his strange behaviors were just an act. He wasn't mentally unstable. He was sly and clever. He had been secretly controlling the Genovese crime family all this time. The trial was a big revelation for everyone involved. It was like watching a magician reveal all his secrets. The oddfather's true identity came out for everyone to see. He was the boss of the Genovese crime family. But as they say, even the best tricks come to an end. Gigante got a 12-year sentence, a long time behind bars. For a man who spent so much time on the edges, this was a tough reality to face. His days of wandering the streets in his pajamas were over. The oddfather was just a regular prisoner. In the end, Vincent Gigante's criminal story was a thrilling roller coaster ride. The way he used his crazy act to avoid the law and control his empire was a tale of cleverness and boldness. It's like a story from a mob thriller, full of strange twists and turns that could make your head spin. The oddfather died in prison in 2005. His case shows how far some people in organized crime will go to escape legal consequences. How familiar are you with the story of Vincent Gigante? We love hearing from you in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.